Welcome to the Specialist Education Services presentation on calming strategies. This presentation will cover what are calming strategies, what do they look like, and some strategies to help. What are calming strategies? Calming strategies are things we can try to reduce our anxiety, anger, and to help control our unwanted behaviours. These can be through breathing, grounding, exercising, and sensory input techniques. And we can also use worksheets, games, activities, and visual aids. They're all ways to try and help with these strategies. When techniques are practiced every day, they can have a positive impact on mental health and well-being. And during the presentation, we will look at some of these strategies in more detail. What are the benefits of using calming strategies? They can help to decrease anxiety attacks. They can encourage self-regulation. They boost self-control and independence. They can reduce tension and improve our sleep. They lessen frustration and anger, and in so doing, promote relaxation and calm. And they also allow us to own our emotions. So they allow for ownership of our emotions. Strategies to help. A really good strategy to use is to limit the amount of instructions and direction we use with our children and young people. They can become overloaded by lots of information, suggestions, or demands. So basically, think of it a bit like a sat-nav. We say the instruction or direction in the same way, using the same words each time, keeping really calm and giving enough processing and take-up time so that our children and young people can hear what we've said, process it, and then act upon it. Sometimes sensory issues can have a real impact on children's behaviour. So a good calming strategy to use, for example, is to turn down lights if they're too bright. This can help our children and young people feel calmer and reduce feelings of anxiety. Giving downtime. This is important for everyone to allow time to rest the brain and body. Some examples of downtime could be going for a walk, reaching out to each other, reading, listening to music. Use headphones or ear defenders to reduce noise and overstimulation. These can provide a sense of calm in busy environments such as supermarkets, parks, corridors, shops, shopping centres, etc. Always have snacks and drinks available because hunger and thirst can be a cause of meltdowns. Every child or young person is different, so it is really a case of trial and error before you find what works best for your child. Think of it a bit like a recipe. If something doesn't work one day, tweak it until it's better. But do be aware that just because the strategy works one day, it may not work the next. We need to be ready and change tack if we need to. Strategies to help. Excuse me. We can have a calm box. This can support children with focusing, calming them down and relaxing. Speak with them about the contents they might like in their calm box to help them to own the resource. Put things in there that they are interested in and they like to use. like tangle toys, chewy jewellery, spiky balls, bubbles, books, beads. We can change them as the children get older to more appropriate things. We can use worry boxes or worry monsters. Children can post their worries so they don't have to carry them around with them. It is important to look at the worry box or worry monster regularly so that anxieties and worries can be identified quickly. Can use feelings line, and your child could use a visual line with numbers and pictures to represent how they are feeling, and this can support with recognizing your child's emotions. More strategies to help are now and next. Now and next really is a visual framework to show your child, young person, what is happening now and what will happen next. We can also use this verbally too. Now, tidy up. Next, watch a film. Now, do some schoolwork. Next, play a game. Calming space, an area which is safe and quiet and is agreed between you and your child, so they know where to go. The space could include the use of blankets, cushions, or tents to make it private and welcoming to them. Grounding techniques. We can use memory games. A good way to do this is get a small selection of objects, cover them with a blanket and remove one. What has gone? Recite something, a song, a story, a phrase, a rhyme. List your favourite things like toys, games and teddies. Touch or hold something that comforts you, a photograph, a blanket, a book, things like that. Listen to some soothing music and calming sounds. These are readily accessible by searching mindfulness music for kids. Put your hands in water. Think about how does it feel? Is it warm? Is it cool? Switch between warm and cold water. Describe the difference. Some more grounding techniques are you can breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Watch your stomach expand and shrink. Examples of breathing techniques are square breathing and 7-11 breathing. 7-11 breathing, for example, is visualization as well. So you can model and explain to your child, young person, that they can visualize the strawberry in their mind's eye. Think about how it looks, how it smells, how delicious it is. You can see the drops of water coming down it. They really want to eat it. It looks and smells delicious. They look at the strawberry in their mind's eye and take a deep breath in for 7 counts. Then they can visualize a candle that is lit. And they take a deep breath out and blow out the candle for 11 counts. They can do this 7-11 breathing 3 times. And by the time they've done that, the distraction from the issue, the trigger issue, will be lessened because they've visualized and they've done the breathing technique. You can go for a walk together, look for little details, have a scavenger hunt. You can hold a piece of ice in your hand. You can think about what it feels like. Describe how it changes when it begins to melt. What does it look like? A good grounding technique to use is we can use our senses and the environment. You can list 5 things we can see, 5 things we can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and one thing you can taste. Some muscle relaxation exercises. We can use our arms and shoulders and stretch like a cat. Pretend you are a furry, lazy cat and you've just woken up from a nap. You can stretch your arms out in front of you and now raise them way up high over your head. Feel the pull in your shoulders. Stretch higher and try to touch the ceiling. And we can hold that for 10 seconds and then let them drop very quickly and feel how good it is to be relaxed. It feels good and warm and lazy. Another good muscle relaxation technique to use is use your hands and arms and squeeze a lemon. Pretend you have a whole lemon in each hand and now squeeze it really hard. Try to squeeze all of the juice out. Feel the tightness in your hand and arm as you squeeze. Squeeze hard. Don't leave a single drop and then hold for 10 seconds. Now relax and just let the lemon drop from your hand and see how much better your hand and arm feel when they are relaxed. Top tips for you. Take a break. 5 minutes can allow you to refocus and calm. Meditation. Focusing on your breathing can provide relaxation. Watch your stomach go in and out. Think about the breathing you can hear. There are some good apps available for this. Leave the room. Sometimes walking away is the best strategy to diffuse the situation. If possible, go for a walk. Thank you for listening.